Robber's got a gun. Boom, boom, boom. The ghost got a gun. Da, da, da. But man, he had it coming out. Robber's got a gun. That's the Aerosmith Janie's Got a Gun remix. That's available on iTunes right now. What's up, world? I'm sure most of you have heard by now that Robert's got a gun. He was arrested in JFK Airport, New York City, for gun possession. I just did a video the other day. He just celebrated a 30th birthday, and guess he's Tupac or Rick Ross or somebody now because he had a gun at the airport. The details really aren't clear. This is just what everyone's reporting. Not a good look at all. And I got to give a fair shake. I report on Adrian Broner when he did something that I perceived as negative. I called him out on that, so I got to call Guerrero out on this. Again, I don't have all the facts, so I'm not going to go into detail until more facts surface. But if everything that is being charged is true, it's not a good look for Robert Guerrero, especially since he's playing this wholesome, God-fearing man. And I'm not saying having a gun is bad. A lot of people own guns. That's not a problem. But why would you have it at an airport? I mean, I don't understand. And if you had some kind of permit to carry, then you should be able to declare that weapon, and you wouldn't get arrested for it. If you're allowed or supposed to have that gun, and it's not a problem, which under some circumstances that is the case. Some people are allowed to, but again, you should be able to declare that, and in that case, they wouldn't arrest you for having a gun. So I don't know what was happening, but from what I've read, it sounds like for some reason he was attempting to smuggle that gun to wherever he was going. Again, not a good look. He was trying to make Floyd Mayweather seem like the villain, and he's the bad guy, and God's put me here to humble Floyd Mayweather, and that's fine and dandy. I'm not here to insult anyone's religion. If you're a God-fearing man, you go to church, that is awesome. But everybody sins. Everybody does things that they shouldn't. Everybody makes mistakes. So it's just kind of doesn't really play into the religious wholesome act that he has. I mean, again, I don't understand why you would have a gun at the airport. Out of all places, everybody knows the airport is probably the most highly secure. I do traveling because I do film, and I have my camera backpack because I was going to film in I think it was Boston from California. I had my camera backpack, and in one of the small pouches, I had a small, like a utility knife, like not even a Swiss Army knife, just one of those utility knives that are all metal and it folds out, and it has like screwdrivers and random torque wrenches and just whatever the fuck on it. Anyway, I totally forgot. I use it for emergency. Sometimes there's like ropes or something. Just depends when I get on the set. It depends what is there. But sometimes I need to cut things or whatever. I will cut you. So anyway, I totally forgot it was in my bag, and they act like I was the fucking Taliban himself. They're like, oh, step out of line, sir, and they maybe put some like fucking powder on my hands and ran my hand through. It was crazy. It was like I was like, damn, I feel like Bin Laden or something. And I totally forgot about it, and they confiscated it, and they were like, you got to put this in your car, but I had got dropped off, so that like, you could put this in your car, otherwise you're not flying, or we're keeping it. And I was like, damn. So I just lost like a $40-$50 utility knife because I had nowhere to put it. They said they couldn't hold it. They're not going to hold it. So what they do is they sell stuff like that in the auction. They have like a state auction or some shit. All the stuff that they confiscate that people couldn't fly with, they usually have an auction later. But anyway, back to Robert Guerrero. Not a good look, especially since he's trying to play the angle of the good guy, so to speak, and Mayweather to be the bad guy. I mean, everything he's really said that I've heard in interviews is really like Mayweather's the villain, and I'm the good guy and my wife went through cancer. And that's very respectable that he stayed with his wife. I'm not, again, slandering his religion or his intent. But again, having a gun is not really, doesn't make sense to me at this point. Um, Going to the airport. And out of all airports, you choose New York, known for some of the crate. New York, y'all got extra laws. Y'all got like the RICO law and Rockefeller law. Y'all make up. Y'all just take someone's name and make up laws. Like this is the Michael Strahan law. Like what is that? If you have a gap, you can't be out past 8 p.m. Like what the fuck? Like y'all got extra laws. So he should have known better dealing with New York. They're very strict when it comes to a lot of things. And that's just my take on it. We shall see as more information develops. I will definitely keep you guys updated. But for now, Robert's got a gun. And that's what it is. I don't really know what else to say. I don't think this does him any favors. Like, I mean, trying to complete your training camp and you have a case pending. I mean, definitely not a good look. I believe his father, Guerrero's father, did some time in jail or whatnot. So it's not a good look. I don't think it'll really help you focus. And this is the biggest fight of Guerrero's career. So again, I don't really see it being beneficial. I don't see it stopping the fight just because if you guys know anything about the judicial system, usually things take a long fucking time to charge somebody, to bring him to court, and the fact of the nature of his business being a professional fighter, usually you can, if you act promptly, you can make arrangements with the court to postpone it. I mean, unless it's like a murder or something, like if it's a murder, you just, whatever, you just shit out of luck. But if it's something like this, I'm pretty sure the courts would probably, if it was a sooner date, I'm sure they would grant him some kind of pardon so he could finish his fight, make his livelihood, take care of his family, and then deal with that later. Same exception was made for Mayweather with his situation. He was supposed to serve his jail sentence for pleading guilty earlier than he was, but he had the Miguel Cotto fight already lined up and the date reserved or whatever, so they allowed him to serve it after that point. So let me know what you guys think. Robert Guerrero, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Was it a dumb decision? What do you guys think of this? Again, I really can't see a logical reason to get arrested at an airport for a gun other than you were bringing a gun with the intent of getting it past security. I don't know. Let me know if you guys could think of any other ideas how this could happen. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Until next video, it's Ego signing off.